What is going on, boys and girls? I hope you guys are reveling in this wonderful weather today. I'm off this week, so I'm getting to enjoy all the sun and everything. You can see sunroof is way open right now, and I'm just loving the weather. But there's a couple of things to talk about before we talk about the Southampton game. First thing is Granit Xhaka did his interview, which was released. You can see various links on our forum in the description below. And he's had quite a lot to say, some of it good, some of it bad, some of it have irked fans, some of it has jeered fans. His behaviour and his red cards. And one of the things that some may talk about is the fact that he's like, I know what I am, and I'm not, that's who I am. And regardless whether some might say that's a liability, others are sort of praising him for being honest and upfront about where he is in the game. He also talks about the fact that his bags were packed and he was ready to go. There's even talk of him staying here for another year. So I don't know what all of that leads to. I'm sure you guys can fill me in the comment section below. But it's just strange after so much time has gone by that he's come out and made these statements. Look, I'm sure it's positive. I've seen a lot of you guys who support him on a forum have had a lot of good things to say about him. Next thing is not so good. Arsenal has the biggest support groups in the Premiership, and there was an instance where a fan was convicted for homophobic slurs in the stadium. Now, this was in section 101 in the stadium, and as I said, the gay gooners are a big thing with Arsenal. And I think, in my opinion, it is something that they've been pushing, and the PA in the last month has been talking about if you see any abuse of any kind, it must be reported to the stewards. That is a message that I've been hearing. We didn't used to hear that message before, but it's a constant message that has been rolled over to the fan base to let everybody know, look, everybody is welcomed at the stadium and everybody has equal rights at the stadium as well, and we will do our due diligence to look after and protect those who need our backing. And it was really strange to hear that message coming across now, but it seems like it is being utilized because the report came out and arrests have been made and charges will be pressed. So it's good that the fact that they're up there and they're standing tall and they're using their power and their name to spread the word and to show that everybody is accepted at the stadium, and long may it continue. Now, the Southampton game, guys, is I really don't know what to expect because you've seen my video, which is the 5 changes that Arteta must make. 4 changes really. The other one had to do a lot with Thomas Partey's injury recovery, but that's not going to be this weekend. But there is other things that you can do. Martin Odegaard and Sam being the double pivot, that's something that you can work on. You cannot do that again. Xhaka at left back, you cannot do that again. Lacazette starting up front, you cannot do that again. And I know that managers are stubborn. I talked about Rafa Benitez, didn't I? And I talked about Pochettino and all these guys who have been stubborn to the core with their beliefs. And they've gone down with the ship. And I know I've made statements in the past in terms of, you stick with certain players, he who shall not be named, and you're not going to make top 4. And it just seems like you're just not going to go away from those principles and those philosophies which you believe in. And they could cost Arteta in the long run. That's something you're going to have to live and die with as a manager. You make the decisions and you have to be responsible for those. You have to take ownership of those decisions that you make come the end of the season. And that's from all of us, regardless whether we're Arteta in or Arteta out, you're judged on your results. But in saying that, our goal was to make Europe this season, whether that would be top 6, which was the priority, and top 4 seemed like it was something which was achievable, and a lot of people have moved their expectations to that. And I've left plenty of messages on the forum for all of you guys just to try and balance out the fact that where we are and what you believe we can be are 2 different things completely. And some of you have to reel yourself back in from the expectations that you had in mid-season when we started to make the push and cover up our weaknesses. Remember at Christmas when I talked about we had tied the best home record with Man City in the league, but we were mid-table fodder in away games, and then we come in after January on the 1st of February and start that roll of 5 away wins in a row. And that is what's catapulted Arsenal into position that they are in. And right now you have Southampton away, You've got Chelsea away, you've got Man United at home, and you've got West Ham away. And that is a grueling set of fixtures for you. The Southampton one, mainly because they're in disarray. And the last time that they got beaten 9-0, I believe it was from... Why is it always Southampton that's getting a drubbing like this? The last time they got beaten 9-0 from Leicester, they came back with authority. And they came back with an attitude and a chip on their shoulder and put in a really good stretch over the next 7 games. Now, I expect the same thing to happen in this game as well. Chelsea put 6 past them last week. I expect them to come out and show the manager that that ain't who they are. And they're going to be up for it, first of all, which Arsenal haven't been in the last 2 games. If the player's mindset isn't switched on, then nothing Arteta have asked them to do will be palatable throughout the game. Nothing. And they haven't come to play. And the annoyance is, with 10 minutes to go in the last game against Brighton, when the goal went in, that's when Arsenal decided, oh my God, look, we're in a chance here, we might as well play. That should have been your mentality from the start, from the get-go. And it's these slow starts, it's these lack of getting up for games that we're not seeing. And I said part of that is not Arteta's fault, because 1, it's the players, 2, it's the suffering that they've had through the injuries, 3, it's the Smith Rowe and Xhaka COVID, those are the things that Arteta can do nothing about. But what he can do is work on the team sheet, which has been utterly poor in the last few games. Can't defend Arteta for that. Can't defend him for that team sheet in the Brighton game. He's going to have to take that one on the chin. But in this game, he can do something to help the team get over the bar. And that's what we're going to need in order to get over Southampton. It's going to be a tricky game, man. I mean, we're going to live stream it, so you guys can join us for the stream, and then we can all talk about it. As you know, all of your comments are aired out for everybody to see on my channel. So long may that continue. You have a voice on 101, and you have to know that, guys. We are a community-based channel, but I have to say that we really don't know what the mindset of both teams are going to be like. Are Arsenal going to come out in the horrific mindset that they have over the last few games? Are Southampton going to come out and try to prove that that ain't who they are, that got beaten 6-0 by Chelsea last week? So much things are on the plate, and I honestly have no prediction for the game whatsoever. 1, it's an away game. 2, it's a game that a manager has to change. 3, because of the drubbing that Southampton had, they're going to want to prove their mettle. And all of that is in the face of Arsenal in a horrendous form at the moment. And remember, we talked about form. It doesn't matter about the losses that you've had previously before, because it's the way you play and it's how you come out and play. And we haven't looked this bad since last year against Everton. And now we've put 2 back-to-back games like that. And that's a shocking thing, because it shows that you haven't bounced back from Palace. And that's what people want to see. People want to see a response. And we didn't see that. So what's going to happen in the 3rd game? Are we going to see that response? I hope so. And I hope that we see the likes of probably El Nene. I hope that we see Nketiah. I hope that we see Pepe. I hope that we see some players on the bench who can make a difference. You don't barely have a bench there. So what little you've got, use what you've got. This is the thing. This is the frustration. The frustration is, you know, you're suffering from injuries with Kieran Tierney and Tomiyasu and Thomas Partey. You know that. But you don't want to lie down and die. Yeah? Nobody wants to lie down and die. Yeah? At least show some fight. Fans will respect it if you stood up and you took a punch and you threw one back. Right now, we got our hands up in the air and we're just taking punches left, right and centre, and we're just getting bullied. Fans don't respect that. Fans don't respect if you've got no fight in you whatsoever. And right now, you need to go out there and you need to show that you've got fight. That's what fans get behind. Fans get behind the team when they can see fight. It's a synergy that works both ways. Players feed off the fans' passion and the chants and the noise that are created. Fans feed off what the players do on the pitch, and they show the heart, they show the design, they show the fight. Both work in tandem. You cannot have one without the other. And the players have a responsibility and a right to show the fans what they've come to see. You paid money for a ticket to come and see your team fight. So that's on the players. The players have to show that. Right now, I might say just 1-1. I might say 1-1 draw. I got no idea where the goals are coming from Arsenal, because now Martinelli and Smith Rowe and Odegaard's goals have dried up, and Xhaka, this is where you need a striker, and we don't have one. So I have no idea what you're going to do there. I would love to see Nketiah or Pepe up front. I would love to see somebody up there who can hold the ball up, who can be dynamic, who can make those runs behind the back line, who never stops working, is full of energy. I would love to see that. But, I mean, that's down to the manager. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll speak to you in the next one on game day. Peace out, guys. Don't forget, we got our Friday night Premiership show coming up on Good Friday. It's Easter, so I'm not sure whether the guys are going to do it. But, you know, I think because not much is going on Good Friday, everybody's off, I think that we'll probably get together and have a conversation, and we might even do it at 9 o'clock as well. All right, guys. Speak to you later, man. Peace. Right back at you.